Accountability Facilitation Manager for ANZ Private Banking Advice. I received a lot of feedback from colleagues around the value of it. Since probably January this year with the COVID virus and everything, we've been working remotely, so I've been doing a lot of virtual presentation. So traditionally I would be 3 or 4 days a week in front of an audience presenting, running workshops. So it was a bit of a kind of mind shift to move to that more virtual presentation style. So we're all learning at that at the moment. That's just something that I think the whole industry is kind of struggling with. So really to kind of develop how would I change what would traditionally have been a face-to-face session and then change it to this more virtual but keep the value in it. Certainly the nail the opening. So I'm a big framework and systems guy. So my background was biomedical science. So I was very into the way that systems work. So I've always been very into systemic thinking in the way that I will present, and building those frameworks around nail the opening really added a lot of value to the way that I do it, just formalizing a framework that I can use. I was very interested in the hand gesture stuff that we did. So there was a lot of work around the meaning of gestures, how you present to people, and just a little bit more thought into that. That's maybe something that, because you're in front of a group and face to face, it's not quite as dramatic as it is on this little screen that we're all in now. I think certainly building that framework gives you something that you can rely on a bit more, so will take away a little bit of the doubt. Obviously as a presenter, preparation, so I'm always thinking of easier ways that I could prepare, so I'm not going to be nervous or not going to worry about presenting, and certainly a lot of those frameworks helped me with that. I was quite surprised. Alison certainly kept things moving and kept the excitement levels up. There was a deliberate thought to structure in the way that I could see it, that there was elements that let's stand up and let's do something and get the blood pumping a little bit. So there was a plan there behind it that I quite appreciated. Certainly from a facilitator viewpoint, I find it very useful just as kind of brush up and a few new ideas that could be thrown at me. I do some work around communication with some of the execs at work, and I think for somebody going into a presentation to a board level, somebody almost even trying to sell a service or a product, I think the flex in the framework could work basically for anybody in that sort of environment, I think. So I think certainly leaders would benefit from it. The amount of presentations that I'm sure we've all sat in where a leader's droned on a little bit or told a story that doesn't really hit the mark or not structured their presentation properly, I think giving them that framework and those skills to kind of work within is a really strong thing for them. It's a real development goal for a lot of leaders to be able to do that sort of thing well. And I think it would really help.